Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. On this program, every week we'll bring you that information you need to keep your life safe and secure. We'll bring you reports from various sectors, particularly security sector, security and safety sector, and we'll bring knowledgeable personalities, analysts, technocrats to talk on those security issues. Today, we're having another exciting episode of the program with a man that is quite knowledgeable and an editor par excellence and a commentator on security issues over 4 decades. I'm talking about Ben Okezie. He will join us to look at a number of issues that confront Nigeria in terms of security and how to improve it. He'll be joining us via Zoom. Today, we'll be first looking at the statement from the Nigerian Army during the week. The Director Army Public Relations Major General Onyema Nwachukwu made a statement about the call by one Mr. Simon Ekpa, who is exiled in Finland and claimed to be the head of the IPOB group, calling on the Southeast youths not to join, be part of the recruitment exercise in the Nigerian Army. I don't know if Mr. Okezie is on via Zoom. All right, please. Yeah, with me, like I said, is Mr. Ben Okezie. He's the pioneer editor-in-chief of the Dawn newspaper, the official newspaper of the Nigeria Police Force, and he was with the Concord. For some of you, most of you may not be old enough to know that there was a national newspaper that shook the whole world called the Concord. And it's a pleasure to have you, Ben Okezie.
Thank you very much.
All right. Yes, the younger generation may not know when you are applying the trade from Daily Times to National Concord and so many others, and you are pioneering of the Dawn newspaper, the official newspaper of the Nigeria Police. How does it feel for really having done all this over the years?
Thank you very much. It's just giving glory to God because the dawn was an act of God, because I was in the church when I heard the voice clearly. It says, start a newspaper for the police. And the drama that went with the establishment is something very, very interesting. When I went straight to the IG's house, he was about going to sleep, and then he said something was drawing him back. It was around his siesta time, and then I told him about it, and he was so happy. He brought out a bottle of wine, and then that was how we celebrated it. And but there was a problem when it was for it to be approved. The Minister for Police Affairs refused, and then I told him, sir, this is direct from God. Don't allow anything to bother you. Take it to the president. Musa Yar'Adua was the president, and he went there, and the president approved it. That was how the paper started.
Yeah,
he was so excited that day. I could remember these things will come out in my book that is coming up very soon.
Yeah, I know that the book will be quite loaded with a lot of information, having been on the field for so many years. It's a pleasure. Yes, there was the news, like I said, talking, I think our online platform, our online blog, did carry the news that Nigeria Army commends Southeastern youths for ignoring IPOB calls to shun Army recruitment. Incidentally, you're from the Southeast. It seems some years now, about 4 years, it seems that the Southeasterners, most of them are being encouraged not to join any of the security services by their so-called IPOB, those who are deceiving them about the state of Biafra. But what would you say to this, sir?
I think those knowledgeable and then young youths that are very patriotic should not hit such calls. Those are, I told, are satanic calls. They are not. They should not. They are divisive calls. They shouldn't hit such a call. Look at the person who is making the call. Where is he? Is he in Nigeria? He's not in Nigeria. So, and he's not even a Nigerian citizen. He just bear the name, Nigerian name, but it's not a Nigerian citizen, because if you can go and take another citizenship, it means that you don't have much. You don't have pride, being called a Nigerian. And those of us who are Nigerians, very proud people that are Nigerians, we should not hit an outsider coming to come and dissuade us from doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So that I think they should not hit that such call.
Okay. Yes, sir. The director, Major General Nwachukwu, has commended the youth because, as we speak, the recruitment exercise is going on, and so many of the southeastern youths are enlisting. Yes, it takes me to another report again. Just during the week, there have been this sequence of attacks on government installations, particularly the local government secretariats, starting now with Imo State. Ehime Bano was attacked just a few days ago. Before then was the Mbano were being attacked. But thank God that they were repelled when they were being attacked. Is there no way the men of thought, leaders in the Southeast, can talk to these people, to these criminals, we'll call them, who are hiding in the name of agitation for Biafra, to stop all this mayhem? Because these properties will still be rebuilt by their own money.
In one of my columns, I've called on the 5 governors to organize a security forum whereby they can call youth leaders to come and talk to the youth, and they should broadcast it very well, so that they can make Nigerian the Igbo youths, to know that the state belongs to them, and they cannot use their own hand to destroy their state. Neither would they allow an outsider to come and instigate them to destroy their state. It's not to their own benefit. It's not for their own good. That is where you dwell. That is where you make your living. Why will you now use your own hand to destroy it? It's uncalled for. It should not be tolerated, and it should not be. They should not in any way embrace such a call. It's very, very dangerous. It's not good. And the government should sit up. Actually, they should do more thinking, because things are going out of hand the way it is. I know that it looks as if there are some elements from other areas that are infiltrating the youth. So the security agencies should also be up and doing, so that they can, see how they can get these people out of this thing. So this morning, I got a call from Oyo State. Somebody used my number on the newspaper to call me. He said in Ishenyi that Fulani herdsmen, some people that looks like Fulani, this thing, he has infiltrated that place, and that they are causing trouble in that place, that they cannot go to their farms in Ishenyi. So this, I'm sure, as the military is bombarding these people in the north, you should expect there will be some infiltration into the hinterlands. So
yes,
our security agencies
that is possible, but like you said, some people who look like, because we have seen some cases where you see some people dressed like a certain set of people just to commit havoc and divert the attention and investigation of the security agencies. I think that holistically we must look at this issue of security. Yes, let's go to the report from the Nigerian Air Force headquarters, where a new director of public relations and information assumed office. Sit back as we bring you this report, after which we'll bring back Ben Okezia again.
Following the promotion and recent posting of Eastwide Director of Public Relations and Information, of the Nigerian Air Force, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gapquet, as the new Director, Civil Military Affairs of the Nigerian Air Force, this Tuesday handed over to the newly appointed Director of Public Relations, Air Commodore Olushola Akimboyewa, at the Nigerian Air Force Headquarters in Abuja.
Shall we put our hands together for the outgoing and renewing program?
While handing over, Air Vice Marshal Gapquet thanked the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, for his immense support to him and the department. He spoke glowingly on the Nigerian Air Force under Air Marshal Abubakar and commended the media for their partnership.
Today is a day that we're going to be witnessing a change in the Public Relations Department of Nigerian Air Force. And like we know, and as we are all aware, the only thing that is constant in this life is change. If you may recall, last year I assumed office. Last year, to be precise, on the 3rd of July, I came back to this same office that I had occupied about 6 months before then to continue where I stopped as the spokesperson and Director of Public Relations. And having spent about a year and 2 or 3 months, the Nigerian Air Force has deemed it fit to redeploy me to another office and bring in yet another officer that we believe will continue from where I stopped. So today, I'm highly honored to present to you the next Director of Public Relations and Information of Nigerian Air Force, and he's none other than Air Commodore Olushola Akimboyewa. He will be continuing from where I stopped, and I strongly believe that the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar, couldn't have picked a better senior officer to continue to project the image of the Nigerian Air Force.
The new Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Olushola Akimboyewa, pledged to sustain the good works of his predecessor.
Let me start by expressing my profound gratitude to the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar, Distinguished Flying Star, for the confidence he reposes in me to entrust me with the very, very grave responsibility of managing the image and reputation of a great service such as the Nigerian Air Force. It's, as my predecessor noted, a daunting responsibility, and the import of that is not lost on me at all. But I trust that by the grace of God and with the guidance of the Chief of the Air Staff and my senior colleagues, I will make the best of it. I must also extol the commendable work that has been done by the former Director of Public Relations, my mentor and friend. He has done such an outstanding job of projecting the Nigerian Air Force and continuing to make sure that the public is kept aware of all the efforts that go into ensuring that Nigerians are safe to go about their lawful business.
The Director of Public Relations and Information praised the Chief of the Air Staff for his inspirational leadership and policies.
I want to end by reiterating my appreciation to the Chief of the Air Staff for granting me the opportunity to serve in this role. And I look forward to continuing this engagement to ensure that the Nigerian public, for whom we all work, the people who we all serve, are kept abreast of the activities, the accomplishments, the achievements, and indeed also the challenges of the Nigerian Air Force as we work to make Nigeria a safe, prosperous, and peaceful place for all Nigerians to enjoy.
There were comments from the invited guests.
One of the things that gladdened my heart was, in fact, for almost a week now, the the outgone Director of Public Relations have been soliciting and sorting, almost to the point of begging people to ensure that his successor is accorded the same support he had gotten. And just yesterday also, I was reminded that I must be personally present here. It shows, like the chairman did say, the father who cares for the success of his successors. On that note, I would say thank you so much and congratulations.
Yeah, that was the report. Yes, Mr. Ben Okezie, a security analyst, is still with us. Let's bring him to say one or two things. Ben Okezie is someone who has covered security very extensively, and in fact, he also once ran a private security company, Brand Security. Yes, tell us, how do you see what is happening in the Air Force in the last 1 year? What happened in the Air Force in the last 1 year?
Yeah, I must commend the Air Force. They are pace setters. I could remember many years ago when I went to cover them as a crime journalist with Concord newspaper. They are always setting the pace for other security agencies to copy. You can see now there is look at how they arranged. This has never happened in any media house, in any security organization, where the PRO will be handing over to another person and they will make it a big show like this. They always use press release to announce the next person, and it's not good, and that is why they don't give it the type of, this thing that that office needs. The type of impetus that office needs. Look at what has happened here is very, very touching and very latent. That, when the Bible says, emulate that which is good, one now should expect other security agencies to emulate this, what the Air Force has done, because this is very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, let's go to the headquarters of the Nigeria Police Force in the FCT command, where, like some people did say, the new sheriff is in town. CP Olatunji Disu took over office. Let's bring you that report. Then Ben Okezie will tell us about the man Olatunji Disu.
Saying his place, let another take, aptly described the situation on Monday at the command headquarters of FCT Police Command in Abuja, as CP Olatunji Rilwan Disu arrived to commence duty as the Commissioner of Police, Federal Capital Territory. CP Disu stepped into the seat left by the former Commissioner of Police, FCT Command, now an Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG Bennett Igwe, who is now in charge of the Zone 7 Police Command, Abuja. In his maiden briefing as FCT Police Commissioner, CP Disu pledged his commitment to improve security in the Federal Capital Territory.
I'm privileged to stand before you today as the new Commissioner of Police for the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Inspector General of Police for entrusting me with this critical responsibility. As I assume this role, I am acutely aware of the security challenges facing the FCT and the fundamental work laid by my predecessor to maintain relative peace. I am committed to building upon this groundwork and enhancing our effort to significantly improve the security situation in our territory.
The Commissioner of Police read the Riot Act to those who are committing crimes or intending to commit crimes in the territory.
To those who seek to disrupt the tranquility of the FCT, I send a clear and resolute message. My tenure will be marked by a zero-tolerance approach to all forms of crimes and criminality. We will not waver in our commitment to safeguarding our community, ensuring that law enforcement is both effective and respective of the rights of all citizens. I also aim to strengthen our partnership with the local organizations, community leaders, and other stakeholders. Together, we will foster that trust and collaboration on innovative strategies to address the security concerns that affect our residents. Your insight and feedback will be invaluable as we navigate these challenges together, and we will actively encourage feedback from members of the public to refine our approach.
CP Disu stressed that he would apply the use of modern technology and community policing during his tenure.
We will prioritize the following key areas: community policing, intelligence gathering. We are going to integrate technology into our policing. We will leverage modern technology to aid our policing efforts, utilizing tools such as data analytic and surveillance system to enhance our operational efficiency. We are going to emphasize on training of our officers. We are going to emphasize training of our officers. And most importantly, we are going to engage the public effectively. We will actively engage the public through town hall meetings and outreach programs to create a stronger bond between the police and the community. Ladies and gentlemen, to the general public, I urge your support and active participation in our policing efforts. Policing is a collective responsibility, and together we can create a safer and more secured environment for all.
Welcome back. Yes, you had him there. Let's bring in now again Ben Okezie to tell us something about what he analyzed, what happened there.
Thank you very much. You can see the input of a man who has experience. You know, this is an operational man, so you can expect the best from him. He has exhibited this in Rivers State, where he scored very well. He was among those that was scored very well. You know that he got an award for that. So you can Abuja people should be expecting a fantastic relationship with the police this time around, just like they had with Bernard Igwe. You know, so the thing is going to be progressing, and then more results will be expected. And there are some areas that he touched. This community policing, that is the key area of nipping insecurity in the bud. When you get in touch with the public. I learned yesterday that he went to see the one of the emirs in the
Ushafa village, yes.
Yeah, so you can see he has even started it. So he's a man who talks what he does. So we should give him give him kudos with that. Yeah. And again, another thing I should expect of him is a better relationship with the media. You know, he should have a better relationship with the media so that he will be getting more information also from the media, because the media are the men that are on the streets. You know, so with that, I'm sure, he was a PSO, he was in charge of IRS, so he's the 32nd Commissioner of Police for FCT. So we are expecting the best from him. Okay. And then he has already started giving us signals of things that Abuja people will be able to, they will sleep, and then they will sleep well.
Okay. Now before we round up with you, can you just generally tell us which areas you think Nigeria police generally, not only in FCT now, should improve upon? Because it seems that a lot of areas needs to be looked into.
The IGP we to start from the IGP, because if the head is having problem, then the body will also be having problem. But we thank God that even though there are some lapses from the IGP area, the body, the other, all the other, those,
The commissioners and others.
Command and the zonal commanders are up to, they are really working very hard to ensure that they cover those lapses up. But we in the media, we know that there are some lapses at the head. So, but nonetheless, we still give it to them. The aspect is the synergy they should also be having with other security agencies. They should not say they are for internal security. And because they are internal security, they should synergize with customs, NDLA, EFCC, all the other ones that have operations internally, not with the external, which is the army. The army is capable of taking the new move of Matawale, the minister for who is now wearing army uniform, and then he's doing something that we did not expect that civilian staff can do. The type of works that has come.
All right. Unfortunately, the network has just signed off that, but it's a nice place to end this discussion today. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben Okezie, security analyst and a crime editor par excellence. Thank you for joining us today. Yes, this is where we'll bring the end to of the program today. If you have enjoyed watching it, join us again. Follow us on all our social media platforms and read our online platform where you get more information on some of all these things we discussed. Until next week, when I'll come your way again, I say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.